Day 3 of drafting for 15 minutes, and then summarizing the process at the end. Let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so after going through this book, guess what we did? We talked about the first part of that projection category tree list. So we talked about things like first point, third point, and second point perspective. Why did I put that out of... the book we've been using is the Technical Drawing by Giesecke. I'm not going to try. Giesecke, Mitchell, Spencer, and Hill, 5th edition, and this was something like the 1990s, I think. I could be completely wrong, and I don't remember exactly, but here we are. So, as you can see on, I got a little bit more color today because I'm a little bit more cheerful, because this is day 3 of this. I made it 3 whole days. Let's see if I can keep this up. I probably can. Anyway, so today we'll actually be getting into drafting. The thing that I've been talking about, but not actually doing. I've been taking notes on it for 15 minutes, but I haven't actually been performing it. So there are a couple things that I wanted to bring up and bring over, and it actually spoke about it in the book, which was how to hold a pencil, how to keep your tools for certain things. There are certain things that I have as well that are separate from the book that I also like to talk about. So we'll be going over the first part of that tree yesterday that we did again and expanding upon it, while also going through motions of etiquette for drafting. So, luckily I have my board right here, and we'll actually be discussing something about the T-square I have on it. That was a terrible motive. Oh, hey, you can see the recording. Don't look at the man in the camera. This is going to be a bit of a longer video because I am actually going to go through and explain things this time. So, we're going to get started by going over scales. Now, this thing, you've probably seen them before. They're like like a shuriken almost. Look at that. Look at that. You got like a little shuriken there. Now, regardless, this is the metric one. I'm going to be using this because, le français c'est coincé, which is, the French are uptight, and I'm sure that was butchered French, so at least they're not American. I'm going to be going over here, and I have the 2 types of drawing, which you can't see on that camera because it is very light and very thin, but I'll be using different colors so you can actually understand it, and I'll probably bring it closer so you can too. I'll be going over the drawings as well. So first and foremost, T-square. That's this thing right here. Let me grab it. This is a T-square, a wooden one at least, and it's not that great. In fact, there's a part in the book that talks about whether or not your T-square is viable for use. If it doesn't go exactly in a straight line across the board here that I have. This is my little drafting board, the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which is this little guy right here. I don't know if yeah, you can see it. You can see it just fine. We got this guy right there. Got this guy, which is the Jesus. Get out up to 180. We'll get there eventually. 45, 45, 90. Way longer than it took. I don't know why I split it. We're going to bring you over here, actually, so you can get a better look at it. What we talked about. You need to bring the board, and you need to tape it down. So we're going to do that real quickly. So technical, I'm going to be using orange here, right here. So let's start with this. So as you can see, I started with a simple line and a dot. Now from there, we're going to go something simple. And I recommend gliding your hand across. So one of the biggest issues I've had growing up, and especially when it comes to art or architecture regardless, is the actual weight of your pencil on there. You want to do it lightly, so quick, light strokes. That missed the bar extremely. We have the point right here. We have all that taken care of. I don't think you can see it all, but I'll be covering it right there. get a sense of grid. What do I mean by the grid? I mean it. When I say grid, I mean grid. This is a better idea what we're working with here. And because this isn't perfect, it's meant to get an idea of what we're doing. As you can see here, I have it lined up. I have it at a 45-degree angles. 45 are facing the left here, and we have the 90-degree right here. And we got a straight line. So I'm trying to get an idea of what one of these patterns might have looked like if it was way, and because it's lower than the horizon line,